Welcome back, everyone. You're watching the weekly close-up from the Ethiopian Broadcasting Corporation, and I'm your host, Betel Mtaye. Here is the second one. The government of Ethiopia recently marked Pastoralists' Day in Samara, Afar. The day serves as a platform for pastoralists and partners to build on pastoral solidarity and scale up best practices. Our colleague Seleshida Musa, who traveled to Samara, tells us that pastoralists in the country are benefiting from development undertakings of the government. Stay tuned.
In Ethiopia, pastoral regions comprise approximately 10 million people that inhabit 61% of the country's landmass. The states of Afar and Ethiopia and Somali are dominantly inhabited by pastoralists, whereas Oromia and southern states embrace significant portion of pastoralists. This is a prominent portion of the society, and that's why the government has attached due emphasis to the development needs of pastoralists. Implementing pastoralism-friendly policies and strategies to improve their lives has been among the key interventions of the government. The government evaluates its achievement and sees the way forward at various forums, including the annual Pastoralist Day celebration. Pastoralist Day is a common platform for pastoralists and partners to build on pastoral solidarity and scale up best practices. Ethiopia's pastoral areas are rich in flora and fauna biodiversity, untapped huge mineral, water and energy resources, as well as traditional heritage. Pastoralism is also of high economic potential to the national economy. Cognizant of that, the federal government has given considerable attention to development in the pastoralist community. This year's Pastoralist Day was celebrated in Samara town of Afar State to renew commitment and accelerate development among pastoralists. Minister of Federal Affairs Dr. Shifarao Taklamaram speaks of the importance of marking Pastoralist Day.
It is a forum to bring all best practices at the same time, and also bringing their own requests and questions for the respective high officials at the regional level as well as at the federal level. There are also a number of interventions to bring pastoralists together through a commune program, and the commune program is basically to make sure our pastoralists are not scattered while looking for water sources and feed systems.
The minister highlights what has so far been achieved and future areas of focus among the pastoral community.
The pastoralist area is known for conflict and unrest in most of the circumstances. That is not the case today. Most of the areas are known for peace, and this peace also an input by itself and also an end by itself, as this is a main and a major ingredient for any development interventions. We would really like to maximize the livestock management, for its feed system, its health system, the market system, as well as improving the breed system itself.
Pastoralists in the state of Afar are getting involved in crop production since recently, apart from their long tradition of keeping animals. What we observed at Asaita and Afambo districts of the state is an indication that the government's scheme of promoting voluntary settlement and agro-pastoralism is bearing fruit. Mohammed Hamza, a resident in Afambo district, is a pastoralist who is now involved in crop production. Mohammed speaks of the change in his life after becoming an agro-pastoralist.
It has been over 10 years since I started producing maize by irrigating the Awash River. This year, I am developing maize on 3 hectares of land and expect a minimum of 100 quintals of output. Crop production has helped me a lot in fulfilling my household consumption and improving my income.
Another resident of Afambo district, Mohammed Ahmed, used to be involved in keeping animals, but now he has started crop production for the first time.
This year, I covered 4 hectares of land with maize. I did so after seeing neighboring pastoralists produce crops through irrigation and reap the benefit.
The pastoralists also speak of the relatively better social service they are begging to receive after voluntary settlement.
I teach my children here. Previously, our kids used to drop out due to the absence of nearby schools. Now that problem has been solved.
After we settled here, we have got access to health service at locality level. Health experts teach us about family planning and personal health care. There's also referral service to district health facilities for further treatment. Compared to our previous situation, there is big and noticeable change now. Since 2013, I have been cultivating maize and sorghum while at the same time keeping animals. Now I am developing rice, guava, papaya, onion and mango, and I hope to increase my production.
Ibrahim Muhammad is Afar's Pastoral Agriculture Development Bureau Deputy Head. He says the involvement of pastoralists in crop production is growing from time to time.
Pastoralists are harnessing River Awash and other basins for farming purposes, while at the same time keeping their animals. About 62,000 hectares of land are being used by pastoralists alone for crop production. The beginning is promising and we hope to scale up the practice.
Ibrahim is optimistic that voluntary settlement is the way forward to help pastoralists lead a stable and sustainable life.
Implementing voluntary settlement, we have seen promising results. Currently, we are settling over 30,000 family heads in 14 districts. We have attached serious importance to develop water resources, as it is the blood and flesh of agro-pastoral development.
Currently, over 550,000 pastoralists in Afar are producing crops with an annual production volume of 2 million quintals.
The River Awash, which originates from Oromia, is in the heart of every development in the state of Afar. It is the most widely utilized river, mainly for sugarcane development for Wanji, Matohara and Tandao sugar factories. Awash is the only river in Ethiopia that remains in the hinterland, and Lake Boha is its final destination.
Information from the Ministry of Federal Affairs demonstrates that about 199,000 family heads have been settled during the past 4 years of Ethiopia's growth and transformation plan. The 15th Pastoralist Day celebration in Samara sought to share experiences and scale up based agro-pastoral practices.
Ethiopia is rich in livestock potential in Africa, and the majority of its livestock potential is mainly available in the states of Oromia, Afar and Ethiopia and Somali, and of course in the southern nations, nationalities and peoples states. There is big commitment from the government to change the lives of pastoralists and agro-pastoralists, and that's why it has designated Pastoralist Day with the intent to bring them closer and closer and scale up best practices. And this year, the emphasis has been on boosting the participation of pastoralists in the effort to achieve Ethiopia's renaissance and maximize their benefit from the ongoing national development.
Ethiopian Prime Minister Hayilemaryam Desalegn notes his government is exerting efforts to ensure stable life among pastoralists.
በፌደራሉና በክልል አካላት ጥምረት የሚሰሩ የተፋሰስ ልማት ፕሮግራምን በፈቃደኝነት ላይ ከተመሰረተ
The federal government, together with the state administrations, is exerting efforts to transform the lives of pastoralists. The hope is to change their lives from pastoralism to modern animal husbandry and crop production. Accordingly, pastoral areas are becoming centers of development as we are implementing projects that benefit the pastoral community.
Hayilemaryam believes there have been noticeable achievements by pastoralists in the 4 major pastoral states.
በአፋርና ሶማሌ ክልሎች የምዕት ዓመቱን የልማት ግቦችና የእድገትና ትራንስፎርሜሽን እቅዳችንን የሚያሳኩ ተግባራትን
Pastoralists in the states of Afar and Ethiopia and Somali are on track in achieving the MDGs and the country's GDP. Similarly, states of Oromia and the other nations and the nationalities are undertaking massive pastoral development projects. The provision of water, farming and pasture land and social facilities has been instrumental in improving the lives of pastoralists.
In Afar, we have seen pastoral infrastructure development, which is bound to keep on improving.
ከፌደራል መንግስትና ከአጎራባች ክልሎች ጋራ በአጋርነትና We are working hard in partnership with the federal government and neighboring states to change the lives of pastoralists in our state. In doing so, we have achieved a 55% potable water supply, 85% basic health service delivery, 43% animal health coverage, and a 67.7% access to primary education over the past 2 decades.
During the 15th Pastoralist Day celebration, 145 pastoralists and support providers were awarded trophies and medals for their outstanding performance.